Konkretan dio sa pitanjima i odgovora, to vas molimo da ne budete stidni, da postavite sve što je na temu, svakako, tako da želim svima srećan rad i uživaj.
Koja je došla iz mojeg bivšeg slovenačkog poslovnog kluba. Ja sam inače iz slovenačke ambasadi zajedno sa Goranom Križom i u septembru. Da na neki način meni poznat svet. Tako da je consequences. Možda na početku bih da kažem da proces proširenja ili politika proširenja, sam proces nije samo o cilju, nego je, što je najvažnije ili možda i važnije, sav proces sam. Serbia, at the end of the day, as a member state, will profit of the benefits of having the access to substantial funds, being cohesion or structural, having been part of the decision-making process in EU, having been benefiting from the political and economic leverage that EU has, or also being part of one of the most successful regional integration area. But nevertheless, I always tend to say that politika proširenja je jedna, po mome mišljenju, najuspešnijih politika koje Europska unija ima.
Process where we use certain tools to assess
financial convictions in high levels cases is needed. Freedom of expression, like that. There was also a legal obligation to do so. What we're trying to achieve now is, to the very least, a better application of the risk assessment standards. I can assure you that my colleagues are really working very hard on this
process, which I will come back to a little bit, because I think it might not look that easy always for the region and for Serbia, but the leverage that the enlargement process is creating is still valid, and it creates results to completely different level than you would see in other countries. So all is not bad. I think there are a lot of things that are good in this process. Now, I have a presentation. Let's see if I can get that up here. So I will skip a lot of pages, because very often when now Matej has very nicely presented what the enlargement process is about. But this is to show that what we do with the money that is provided for Serbia for reforms is completely linked to the accession process. We are certainly the biggest donor, money-wise, but we're still not a donor in the traditional sense. Our funding is interacting with the reforms and accession process, so it's a kind of money part of the accession process. And we're based on what is necessary for the accession process, we need to concentrate. Maybe we're not as good to concentrate, because I list here a number of money. I can, of course, I'm always asked to that we should present how much money we provide.
I forgot at the beginning, and because it's also a late hour.
It has changed, and there is a different attitude. It might be that
that small and medium-sized enterprises are really backbone of the EU economies. So in terms of numbers, it's a similar situation here. Perhaps